Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to try out some DIYs for you and see if they work or not. So, let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to try to recreate is I don't really know what to call it, but it's like a solid and a liquid, but it's not specifically one. So, you take 2 cups of cornstarch and 1 cup of water, so it's a 2-to-1 ratio. And you don't really need this, it just adds fun stuff. So red food coloring and peppermint extract just to make it smell really good. So you're gonna add the water into the cornstarch, but actually first I'm gonna add red food coloring into the water. Add a lot so that it's not pink. And a little bit of peppermint extract. There's really no measurement. Swirl it around a little bit. I can already smell it. Okay, now we're gonna add the water into the cornstarch. And just set this aside. And you're gonna wanna stir it. And this is what it looks like after you finish stirring it. It's gonna look like a liquid. But as you can see, when I try to move it, it's really hard. But see? And you can even play with it. It washes right off with water. So yeah, it's just kind of a fun thing to play with. So this is the first one, and I would say it worked pretty good. It's a little hard to stir, but as you can tell, it's working. If you put pressure on it, it turns into a solid, but turns back into a liquid once you release the pressure. So it's kind of a fun thing to play with. And it's not that messy. Just make sure you don't get it everywhere. So yeah, that's the first one. Okay, for our second DIY, we're going to do like a non-stick slime. And I have some liquid starch, clear glue, and glitter, just so it can look pretty. And the first time, this is actually the second time. The first time I did it, we used spray starch, and that did not really work. It's really sticky, and it won't really come off. So I would not recommend using spray starch. Okay, so now we're just gonna dump a whole thing of clear glue into your container. Actually, I'm not gonna use the whole thing. And let's put our glitter in now. Just put as much as you want. I like a lot of glitter. Okay. Now you're going to put your liquid starch in, and you're just going to put some in until it gets to the right texture where it's not sticky anymore. So now you're just going to stir it. So I finished stirring, but it's still a little sticky, so I'm going to add more starch. Probably got too much, but it's okay. Now just keep stirring. Okay, I finished stirring again, but it's still really sticky. It's pretty much the same. So I don't really know if this worked or not. It's really wet and it leaves things on your hands. And I wouldn't call this non-stick. Well, it's goo, but yeah. So I would not say this worked. For the last DIY trial thingy, we're gonna try dip dyeing with Kool-Aid. So here we go. First, you take 2 packs of whatever color. I've looked around, and for dark hair, red is the best color to use. So dump 2 packets into warm water, or hot water. And mix it together. It smells good. So now you're just going to divide your hair in 2 and put one in one bowl and one in the other. And you're just going to leave your hair in there for 10 minutes. When you're done, just take your hair out of the bowl and dry it carefully with a towel. And you don't want to wash your hair for at least 24 hours after you do this so the color doesn't completely wash out. And if you're unsatisfied with the color that you got, wash it out right away, and if you want to, then just do it again. Now you're just going to want to blow dry it until it's completely dry and see what color you get. Okay, so it didn't really turn out exactly how I wanted it. You can't really tell from the camera, but it has like a little red tinge to it. My blonde streaks, you can definitely tell it's red, but for the rest of my darker hair, you can't really see it that much. And my left side is way more colorful than my right. Can't really see it at all. A little bit. So that was dip dyeing, and I think it works. It would work for some people, but like me with brown hair, or brunette, it didn't really work. So if you have blonde hair, I definitely think that would work. And maybe instead of leaving it in for 10 minutes, leave it in for longer so you get a more defined red. So yeah, thanks for watching.